So you made it.
Just gonna climb the
How do
Tower
you
of Babel,
feel?
you know.
I've been waiting here a while, but still, you're simply amazing. I'm absolutely thrilled.
Yeah, so that was the
Isn't it
true
lovely to know that there are
Catherine ending.
humans who can actually make it this
Well, that's
far?
good.
Please, allow me to introduce myself. The name Trisha was just an alias. My true name is Ishtar.
Oh.
I am the goddess of fertility governing the world's love. Trisha? Ishtar. Who doesn't love a good anagram?
That's cool.
Hey man, don't look at me like that. I had to leave some kind of clue, right? It'd be worse if no one figured it out, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, the Astaroth you met during the game? That was another one of my avatars. I'm a goddess with both mercy and cruelty. You saw another side of me in that nightmare. I've been watching you all this time. As I said, we meet again in a different place. To be honest, all that other stuff with the prosperity of the race was a facade. I just thought I'd seek out a new partner. After all, I've grown disappointed with Doomsay's cheating. Besides, when you see a half-naked man climbing a rock wall with his life on the line, you learn his true worth. Oh, that makes me sound like such a bitch. But hear me out. You have caught the eye of the goddess of fertility. And don't misunderstand, I don't mean Vincent. I'm talking about you, the one who borrowed his form to make it here. While I was watching the Golden Playhouse, I was cheering you on too. Vincent thought it was just spam, but I'm sure you figured it out. Now then, ready for this? Beyond here lies the realm where the gods live, the Axis Mundi. Normally, humans can't set foot in that place. And even for you, it may be difficult to survive. I'm not taunting you. This really is a peak that only those with the greatest abilities can surmount. But if a human like you is serious about winning the heart of a goddess, then I'll make sure to watch. If you can somehow make a miracle happen, then you deserve the love of the embodiment of femininity. Moi. You got it. Then, let's give the Mundi a spin. Let's meet again on the top.
I don't think I want to go there quite yet. I do want to do the Babel with Joker.
Yeah.
Red Cap, Blue Cap, Red Vincent, Nightmare Vincent, Joker.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
The first stage of Babel is the altar.
These are marathons, so.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the game?
That's good. I like it.
I mean, I thought it was.
I don't know that I would play it by myself.
He's freaking tall.
Maybe I would. I don't know.
I'd play it by myself. Like, I thought this was a pretty good puzzle game. Plot-wise, though, I felt like it wasn't a very compelling story.
I don't normally play a lot of puzzle games.
I love puzzle games. There we go.
But but, like, it gets easier. It's just hard to.
It's just learning the language of the puzzle. That's really all it is. You look for heuristics, you look for patterns. It's pattern recognition. And, I mean, like, that's something you're good at. It's just something you don't practice often.
Yeah.
Catherine was actually recommended to me by a friend who also really enjoys the Persona games, and he figured that I might actually like it because it's on the same game engine, it's by the same developers, it's a lot of the same voice talents. same story team too. And essentially this is like the aesthetic prototype to Persona 5. So, I mean, I really appreciate it. I liked the UI. I liked how novel it was. Just the story, man. It's not particularly profound to me. Especially when you had Trish.
Just us yelling at Vincent the entire time.
Well, yeah, and then like me yelling at the plot. Yeah, but I mean, having Trisha break the fourth wall in the end, I think made the story of the game way less impactful, or at least doing it in the way that she did, where she actually explained like the metaphor of climbing the stair, and I'm just like,
I mean, I figured it was gonna happen.
I personally, as like someone who consumes other people's stories as a hobby, like someone who engages regularly in storytelling, telling your audience what to do and how to interpret it is basically infantilizing them and treating them like they're stupid. And it's part of the reason why I didn't like Ready Player One. It was very gatekeepy, very handholdy, and literally every reference is like, hey, if you don't know this, you're not part of an inside club and you're not one of the cool kids.
You're talking
Here,
about the movie or the the book?
the book.
Okay.
I never watched the movie, and honestly, I don't really want to. The game, so this game, Catherine.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just don't like when people break the fourth wall to explain how to interpret a game. Like, if you actually studied any, like, literature or, like, any type of storytelling, like, structure, staircases are a very common metaphor. Sorry. You studied Greco-Roman myth, if you ever took that class, ever. Staircases and hills, going uphill, that is a very, very common metaphor and motif.
I mean, not everyone's been to college.
That's true, but this is also a game for adults.
That's true.
This is very clearly a game made for adults. And, I mean, I do have my questions about, like, queer representation in this game.
Yeah.
Like, having Rin be trans but not actually stated to be trans in the same way that Eric/Erica were. I don't know. I mean, it's better than other representations I've seen in Japanese media. Like, I definitely think that Japan is starting to get a little bit more conscious of its ability to produce culture and export aspects of its culture to other parts of the world, and like it's starting to mesh with the West. I'm very curious to see what this is going to look like in the next like 10 or so years, but I mean, there's only so much I can say because I did feminist studies in the West, and more specifically like in California, Bay Area, where a lot of the theory and the critical like analysis of these kind of texts are kind of taken like, okay, well, where do you place within the Asian diaspora? So I am reading way too into this game. It's a good game. Good game. I had fun. Except for when I died. Alright, well, for everyone on YouTube, thank you very much for joining us. Been a very interesting 12 hours of this game.
Yep.
Yeah. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more content like this, we're probably going to try to do Persona 5 plus one other video game on the Let's Plays. We're going to stream Persona. I think we're going to stream Kingdom Hearts. If you like what you see, again, leave a comment, like us, subscribe, or, you know, if you hated it, let us know why. I know that I have very strong opinions that are very much against the grain in many gaming circles. Follow us on Twitch. We are Bamber and Wolbaz. Follow me on Twitter. I am at It's Bamber. If you want, I tweet a lot about politics and stupid memes. So if that is what you want, cool. I'm your gal. If that is not what you want,
I'm at Wolbaz, and I tweet sometimes about memes and things I'm doing. I have not been on Twitter very long, and well, I have been on Twitter for very long.
you're a lurker.
But
You're a lurker.
am very much a lurker.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.
New record. New record.
Can I do that?
New record.
Here we go.
New record. New record. New record.
Nope. Can't undo.
New record. New record.
Shit.
New record. New record.
This place is.
New record. New record.
Somebody?
New record. New record. New record. New record. New record. New record. New record.
Oh wait.
New record. New record. New record. New record. New record. So you know that we out there. New record. New record. New record. New record. New record. New record.
70 steps?
New record. 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 New record.
Oh, duh.
New record. New record.
All over the place? This is like public humiliation.
New record.
He's fine.
New record. New record.
Don't you worry about me, Futaba.
New record. New record. New record.
It can get a little tricky though, if you're not necessarily thinking like in 3 dimensions.
Yeah.
Retain that
New
focus.
record. New record. New record. New record. New record. New record. New record.
This world as well?
New record.
Damn. That's just unfortunate, yo. Dang it, Joker! Move!
New record.
Shit. No, not that one. Not! That's one way to do it.
Gonna have to use your item.
Oh,
Or
apparently that's not it. Wow, okay.
that was 3.
It was 3?
Yeah.
No. Not what I wanted. Fine. Let it collapse. Let this catch. Maybe die. Probably die. Fine. 103 in 10 minutes.